We do have a plat matchup in top lane, but I'm fairly certain the Weeb King plays above a plat level on most of his champions, so I am gonna give that to him advantage-wise. Plus, it seems like Darius would be a strong laner than Volley anyway. Hulksmashem's also plat compared to a silver 5 MeltedZeus. McAverage is diamond 5 compared to, I want to say HungMiester was silver. Let me check that out.
HungMeister's gold.
HungMeister's gold, okay. But yeah.
McAverage is diamond, right?
Yeah, the only role that Salt has an advantage in is support, where they have the plat 5 officertroll against the currently silver Ryll. Although Ryll does typically end his seasons in gold, so it's not that bad, but we'll just have to see officertroll look to really capitalize on the elo difference between himself and the fish lady.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking for officertrolls making plays in the bot lane.
I am interested to watch the Taric. This is something he likes to play. It's Taric and Zilean that he really enjoys.
So as we load in here to the Summoner's Rift, we are going to have Team Meta Slave versus Team What the Hell Were You Thinking? But
They're thinking of God Deer. They're thinking of the Holly Bear. This is pure Trick 2G worship at its finest.
I'm very excited to see
If
this.
Trick 2G ever played a third champion, I'm sure we'd see that too. It's okay.
He plays nasty.
I mean, he puts the 2 in 2G. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
done. Okay, loading in here. We have Volibear, Udia, Lux, Sivir, and Taric versus Darius, Olaf, Malzahar, Ashe, and Nami.
as far as the Keystone go, do you see anything super interesting? Anything that strikes you that way anyway?
So, Sivir's got Waller's Bloodlust over Fervor Battle. I think I would have liked to have seen Sivir with his Fervor Battle to just put out that extra damage, but Stain is never a bad thing. Typical matchup for top lane with their masteries. A little sad that the Weeb King decided to take Grasp of the Undying over the Storm Raider Surge, but apparently we're not going that spicy this game. And
We can't all be the Dunk Master then. The one that I would like to point out is officertroll's Keystone. He has the Windspeaker's Blessing. Typically, on tanks, a lot of people like to run the Bond of Stone, but with Taric in particular, a lot of people have started opting for that Windspeaker's Blessing just because it gives him a slightly stronger lane, since he's very, very abusable early on, and getting that extra help with the heal is really, really helpful. It looks like we're going to see a Yin Yang invade, with them running into the blue side jungle on the side of Salt. And no, never mind. N.I.C.E isn't actually going to invade. They're just going to have some together team time in that bush. Going to have a quick group huddle.
yeah. Well, I'm not sure if Volibear came
Volibear.
late or if he. Well, Volibear is looking.
Come on,
He's gonna
Volley.
ward the blue, but he's
Come
not
on, Volley. Get in there. Go get those bushes. You know you want it. Why are they all just sitting down there? Like, why? I guess
Not
they're
sure.
they're waiting to do the late invade. I get no, they're not doing that either. Okay, I get a group Krug's take. What?
So the one thing that you can do with Udia here, because he knows that there are some people in his topside jungle. I think Volibear did see the Olaf. He could have started red and then gone straight across to blue. Udia can fight pretty much whoever he wants on level 1 and 2.
Now, being that Udyr knows that they're taking his blue, do you think that he's just gonna rush yeah. Okay, looks like he is gonna rush over to their blue.
Try it, and then in top lane we've got an early gank coming through.
Oh, that is nasty. Oh, that is so mean. I don't think the Weeb King had time to take his pull though, so I would have liked to let the Weeb King hit level 2 before that gank happened. That way he could have at least like contributed to it and made Volley bleed a bit more.
Yeah, so he did get his 5 stacks there, but he needed to have his pull to kind of secure it, blow the flash. One of the two.
We are going to see McAverage rolling down to fight Udyr, and they kind of walk past each other like a beautiful subway cliche in a romantic comedy. The difference here is that McAverage is going to be looking to bukkake Udyr with Voidlings. Not very romantic comedy-esque. Nothing's really going to happen though. Udyr is going to get the blue buff and walk away, although it looks like he wants to go back downriver, maybe just to collect Scuttle, because I can't see him wanting to gank this bot lane.
No, yeah, I think he wants the health back that he lost in that trade.
Yeah, Malzahar definitely slowed down the jungle path, although Udyr really doesn't need a lot to jungle. Volibear does flip the Weeb King up in top, and they're both going to trade a little bit of damage. Weeb King is going to proc that volley passive, but he also gets the full bleed stacks down, so it's going to be kind of crippled.
So we are seeing a CS differential open up in the top lane. Volibear struggling from that early gank, being pushed up to his turret.
Darius is a very oppressive laner, and he sees that. I guess they either know or they just don't care that Udyr might be in the area, or that he's not in the area rather. So they just go ahead and get that vision down, which is really, really good on behalf of Weeb King, and it's something more teams need to do in this tournament. If you know that the enemy laners can't respond to you, like just go ahead and get that deep vision between waves so you know what the jungler's doing. Like, this is kind of enabling Hulksmashems to go in and just steal camps from MeltedZeus.
So we are
seeing a sparring in bot lane. And Salt actually comes out on top of that trade, despite the Ashe Q proc. I think what happened there is they might have gone a little bit too deep into the minion aggro and taken a little bit of too much extra damage. Weeb King does pull Volibear in up top, and he does not have the passive to keep him alive. Volibear is going to flash, Olaf blows Ghost, and they do not dive the volley. That's probably a smart move, because I think Volibear still had toss up, but that would have ended in at least one death.
I think it was just shy of the mana when the gank actually started, but if they had dove, then yes.
Well, MeltedZeus is still kind of running around farming, but we've seen 2 ganks come out from Hulksmashems now, so we've had we are seeing the TP come out in mid. Okay, he's just gonna go ahead and fade back out. Wanted to see if he was gonna try to pull something fancy, but like we've seen 2 ganks come out of Hulksmashems now, whereas we haven't really seen one out of MeltedZeus yet. And still Hulksmashems has a slight CS lead. So, and part of that's due to the invade and MeltedZeus having to run buff to buff. So like, that's a piece of it. But at this point, I think with Udyr's... Malzahar goes and just flash ults in, and it's not quite enough because he misses the silence. So he didn't quite get it. Bad McAverage. Bad McFlash play.
Bad McFlash.
You can be Mick better than that. Alright.
So it is getting a little bit of vision down in the Dragon Pit. I'm really sad that he's not ganking, because it is such a strong champion. He's got really good early ganks, because he just walks in, stuns, gets the proc off with
We are seeing Weeb King and MasterOAttack fight in top lane, and Volibear is actually winning this trade. For right now, anyway. No, Weeb King's gonna flash back in. He's gonna go ahead and just proc the Volibear passive and get killed. Get absolutely murder-lated.
So, we see that he rushed the Executioner's Calling to counteract the Volibear passive, but he's still not respecting the fact that Volibear is a pretty strong champion pre-6.
I wonder if he even knew the Volibear passive was still up. Like I don't know. I would have gone back in. I would have done the same thing. Died for the same reason. But I didn't think it was already back up. I thought it had a longer cooldown. I'm sure that's part of laning with Volibear though, is that surprise factor and people not knowing like, when to trade against it.
That's right. So you're shoving the wave on the turret, which is good because Volibear does struggle slightly with falling on the turret.
And MeltedZeus has now tied up the farm, so we are at least getting to see that now, just because Hulksmashem has been running around the map a bit more. It looks like we're gonna see N.I.C.E square up for this dragon.
Well, if they're grouping up nicely, they did put down 2 pink wards on top of each other.
See, if you have 2 pink wards, you have double the vision. So if they put 2 green wards, you can clear them faster. Lux.
I might
bad
be getting
location.
Out. And that looks like it's gonna go down to Myyt. They're looking to trade another kill.
N.I.C.E drops the dragon and just collapses immediately onto Lux there. In top lane, we're seeing Darius and Volibear spar again. Darius is going to come out on top of it. That's probably going to fade away. There's nothing else happening out of that. And it looks like Salt is just going to disengage from the fight at dragon. Lux was just way out of position in that bush against a team that has as much engage as N.I.C.E does. It's just a really dangerous place to be in. If you're gonna try to steal the dragon, you need to be closer to your team where you can like group up to fight. So somewhere at like the very back of that dragon pit.
Indeed. So there you go. Darius trying to get the damage down. A little bit of BM there after that trade.
It wouldn't be the 5's tournament without just a touch of BM. Just a sprinkle though.
Yeah, so Udyr is ghosting, and they're kind of collapsing on...
Olaf and Nami are caught out here in the enemy jungle, but Ashe does get the arrow in, so they get to engage. We're gonna see Udyr's focusing Nami, but we have Ashe and Olaf working on Taric. Udyr is gonna focus that Nami down because she had to separate from the group, and it looks like that's gonna be the only kill that comes out of this. It seemed to be a little bit of a misplay or a miscommunication.
Yeah, I think it was miscommunication.
Yeah.
Oh, and in top lane, Volibear is going to take down the Darius once again. I'm going to have to revise my order of who's good at Darius, I think.
We have the exclusive Vince Darius list here at LOLRVA.
There we go.
It is a very premium club. Only certain dunkers get membership.
So Lux is going to be ulting that wave. I think she wants to back here, maybe. Oh, she's staying. So we are seeing a level disadvantage on the top lane. Volibear is 9 to the Darius is 7. Could be a good reason why he's losing these trades.
Oh, that poor guy. I'm gonna have to bother him about that later and harass him a little bit. I mean, Master of Attack is like showing me though. I gave the advantage to Weeb King. He heard me talking shit. He says, "Marco, you're wrong."
Well, maybe people will stop banning Darius in houses and just play Volibear into me.
That's probably not gonna happen.
No.
If I can't play Soraka, you're not allowed to play Darius.
That's fair. That's fair.
Alright. So let's look at the vision. N.I.C.E has pretty solid vision in the enemy jungle, and they've been going out of their way to get that deep vision. The only thing now is that Salt has a nice defensive line of pinks, although Malzahar should run into that river ward. Yes, that'll be one less. But they still have like a pink in top lane. They have a pink in bot. Malzahar is going to flash ult again. Looks like it's...
That seems to be
this one might actually result in a kill. Yep. Yep, there it is.
I think
McAverage got the McKill.
Got the McKill.
Okay, we are going to see a Sivir engage here in bot lane. The Tarek stun comes out and misses. Nami's ult comes out, she's going to heal the Ashe, and it looks like they're just going to disengage. They thought they could get a solo fight on Ashe. Ashe counter-engages with the ult. They're going to go in and focus Tarek down. The stun comes in and hits both of them though, and the Tarek ult's going to stop anyone from dying on the side of Salt. Ashe does manage to get out though, holy. Oh
the
my
exhaust
gosh.
coming out from the Nami to save the Ashe's life.
Malzahar's roaming up here into the top lane, and they're gonna find Udyr, but they're not really gonna be able to lock him down. They should be able to steal this blue though. It looks like Hulksmashem does have smite up, so if it comes to a smite fight, they do at least like have a chance that they go ahead and clear it and they walk out. Lux is gonna come up, but it's a little bit too late. Like she just can't get there in time to be relevant. That fight in bot lane was something though.
It was indeed. It was engage,
they,
engage, disengage.
They are gonna have to pay respect to that Tarek now. We're past the point where he's negligible. He has that ult, and that's gonna make everything they do a whole lot more difficult. Alright, we are gonna see a fight come out in mid lane. Hulksmashem is flanking the Lux. Lux flashes over the wall, but MeltedZeus apparently did not get the memo and decides to keep going in. He does manage to run away with his life because of the trademarked God-tier N.I.C.Es.
Yep. They give him 55% nasty.
Despite being down 1 kill, N.I.C.E still does have the gold lead here. Malzahar is gonna ult Lux under tower and just walk away and just let Hulksmashem finish off the kill. So, good for them. They played that right. If he had just sat there under tower, he definitely would have taken quite the pounding. Plus, now they're in good enough shape to aim for this dragon. Which is soon going to be an Infernal. Oh, I know they like that Infernal.
I think everyone likes Infernal. So looking down at the CS, we've got a slight CS lead in favor of Darius top lane. In favor of Olaf in the jungle. In favor of Malzahar in the mid lane, but we do have a CS lead on the side of NaCL in the bot lane.
It's just too slight, and it's up until that last play, like N.I.C.E still had the gold lead despite being a kill down, and that's just. They're just CSing better across the board, and that's kind of where you see the first showing of the elo difference between these two teams. There's so much more practice.
I just wanted to bring it up because I know that Myyt's actually really bad at CSing.
He's just bad in general.
And the silver AD carry is actually us CSing him.
You know, that is a good point. That is an excellent piece of analysis, and we'll have to show him the replay of him not CSing later. Malzahar does just Voidling Swarm that Lux to death in the mid lane. She gets absolutely chased down and destroyed, and now they've called out Udyr. He's gonna have to run out, but since he's Udyr, Hulksmashem's missing the axe. Alright, they are gonna come in and join in on this Udyr. The Nami ult comes out and zones the Tarek away. They're free to mob the Udyr down. They go ahead and drop that kill onto McAverage. Weeb King is going to TP down. They flash out of the Ashe ult. Weeb King's going to flash onto Tarek and hook him in. Tarek does go down before the ult can finish dropping, and they're free to just mob the Sivir. Good night. Oh, good night. Alright, this is going to be a free dragon, and this is an absolutely huge play on the side of N.I.C.E. They really ripped open this gold lead. Oh my gosh, wow. Alright, they are going to TP up the top lane with the Malzahar so they can defend that turret. And this is why it's good for teams that have this map control to run the double teleport, and this is why this became a meta option in the first place.
Look,
they catch...
What are you thinking?
They get the double axe treatment out of Darius and Olaf. They
just being way too up in that lane there. Knowing that they just taken Dragon, probably should have backed up a little bit.
Yeah, I would definitely be like tucking my tail between my legs and just hiding behind my little Lux skirt under tower and praying to God they didn't dive me. Even her tower is probably not safe right now. This is such a good diving team. As long as Tarek's not there, that is. If Tarek's there, then diving bad.
Well,
Nami does bubble the Udyr, and that might buy time for MeltedZeus to, or sorry, for Hulksmashem to come in, but they end up not going for it.
so this Udyr pick, not really panning out for them. Not doing much in the early game. Not being very effective at ganking.
He needed to do a lot more counter jungling, I feel. It's not like Olaf has insanely fast clear times. He has decent ones, but not quite as clean as Udyr. You can get a lot done on your first clear. We do see N.I.C.E come in and invade this jungle. They might be looking for a pick onto Udyr, and I don't know if does Mouse have ult? He does, so he can just lock down. They don't care. They want the blue buff more than they want MeltedZeus. We are seeing an engage in bot lane. They are going to take out Tarek. Meanwhile, that fight up in top is going down. Tarek dies, Lux dies, and Sivir isn't going to get chased by Ashe here. N.I.C.E is just going to rotate into mid and look to get this tower down. Guys, could you only kill people in one lane at a time so I can focus on casting? Okay, like I have ADD. I can't split my attention like that. That's
So
not
they're
fair to me.
diving. The Volibear and the turret. The Executioner's Culling is going to keep that passive right down. And they're just going to pick him up with the combined efforts of the mid, top, and jungle.
Yeah, well, he did rush that Executioner's Calling, like you said, and you did recommend that, so we're probably gonna have to ban N.I.C.E for ghosting the stream.
Probably.
Game 1 forfeit?
Yeah, game 1 forfeit. There you go.
Okay, and N.I.C.E, as they have been, are maintaining this really nice vision line, so to speak. They're keeping
they're
the enemy
maintaining-
jungle very warded.
Maintaining vision, maintaining pressure.
So, what would you like to see Salt do to turn this around with their team comp? What should they be looking to
Okay,
accomplish?
so they have a whole host of stuns and snares. They could body probably the Nami's the squishiest, or the Ashe, and the Ashe you might get some shutdown gold. So I would be looking for them to just 5-man gank that bot, get themselves a couple of kills, get themselves some gold, maybe a turret, maybe 2, and sort of try and pull themselves back in this game. They're going to have to step up their vision game to walk away from those unfavorable fights. Volibear needs to finish an item. Right now he's built a lot of stats, and that's not going to be good against this team. He needs to finish at least one of the items he's building.
Yeah, that is a lot of split stats.
I mean, stats are pretty good against Darius because...
Did you just say stats are pretty good against Darius?
Yes. Raw stats are good against... Oh,
Wow.
that is an interesting pause.
Yes, I too enjoy stats on my champions.
Well, what I'm saying is raw stats are good against Darius.
Wait, what's happening here? What is this? Who
I
dares?
think that they are pausing because there's a phone call.
Phone call.
Not sure that that is game related.
It doesn't matter. Like they can pause for, I mean, technically whatever reason they want. I guess it's every team gets 15 minutes of pause time. I suppose.
Okay.
Well, that's not entirely true, I guess. But wait, what now? Voting? Is that a thing?
Apparently.
Is voting on the phone?
All I'm making pay for it.
I like that since I'm paused over the volley bear about to throw Darius, I just
Me
hear
too.
the sound looped
Me
over
too.
and over
It
again.
is fantastic. It's making my ears so happy that I woke up this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're back. and Volibear is gonna toss this Darius.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
We gotta
entirely sure if this fight goes well for Volibear at this stage in the game. I think
Although
Volibear
Darius
is
does
past.
miss his pull, which means that
Oh,
Darius
bot
can
lane
have
has a
to
huge
play.
fight going on. Tarkul drops, and Malzahar is going to go ahead and ult the Sivir. Sivir's going to go down, Officer Troll is going to go down. Looks like they're going to finish off Lux here as well. Darius did dunk on Volibear in the top lane, and Udyr is the only one to walk away with his life. They should be free to do absolutely nothing to this bot tower because the minions are all the way back there, but they should be able to push down mid and top, or at the very least get some solid damage onto them. It's always fun to see these Taric team fights just to see like if the damage mitigation comes down in time and what it does and doesn't block. MeltedZeus going in a little bit early there, or like browsing a little bit too close rather. And they are gonna poke him just a bit. There's not a lot for N.I.C.E to do on this map right now that Salt can't respond to. So we'll see what they opt to do. I wish they would find those pink wards on both sides. Like, both teams need to find pink wards. Okay, well, it looks like they finally found the one on blue. I speak and it happens. I wish I had a cheeseburger, please. Salt, work your magic.
Sounds pretty delicious right now.
Okay, we are gonna have this dragon coming up though. What's this? It's a cloud drake. Oh, that's a nerd dragon.
The Spitty Gonzalez.
I mean, it's good for Darius and Olaf. I mean, it's not
great.
bad.
Great for running in there, getting assault, neck deep,
Going Sanic fast. Oh, the actual comes out onto Taric, and Taric does have the ult, but he sees that it would be kind of silly to use it just for him.
There he is, BMing after the kill again. This Weeb King. What are we gonna do with him?
I do want him to not do that, I think.
So it does look like they're clearing up vision and setting up for Baron. Baron played 23 minutes here for the side of N.I.C.E. I do have Darius on the other side of the map. He does have TP up if they need it, but the entirety of blue team is focusing on Darius right now.
Yeah, Salt has absolutely no idea this Baron is happening, and they initially sent all 5 after Darius.
Is this gonna be the Darius 1v3?
No, Malzahar's TPing in. Darius dunks the Udyr, and Malzahar's coming in. It looks like he's probably gonna... I would ult the Taric, maybe, to stop the ult from coming down, but it doesn't matter because he didn't use it anyway.
There we go.
Very well played on behalf of N.I.C.E, and this is... I think this is kind of the final nail in the coffin for Salt. If they had any chance of doing anything before, they probably don't now. I feel like N.I.C.E scales a little bit better anyway.
That is correct. The Darius is gonna TP top and let Malzahar. Let Malzahar push down that bottom turret. Hulksmashem in the mid lane, pushing down that mid turret, and that is a surrender from the blue team.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised with the surrender. Not a lot of teams like surrender in the tournaments, but I don't blame them for this one. There was a 15k gold difference. So that's a pretty steep mountain to climb when you're already at an elo disadvantage. Well, good games for both. Who would you give MVP to for that game?
Oh, it's gonna be tough. I think that I really liked just the vision control and the jungle pressure from Olaf. He was yanking and pressuring a lot while keeping his farm up and counter jungling. Doing a lot of things that I like to see in my jungle. Darius losing that early game.
I don't know if we can give MVP status to someone who gets first blooded.
I think that
strikes me as cringy.
And obviously, Myyt didn't outsee us as silver, so
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah,
gonna
can't,
go. I'm gonna go
can't be
either
him.
Olaf or also I can't give it to McAverage because how many times did he flash ult for nothing?
Yeah, I think it was twice. Was it
I
twice?
think I think it was two flash ults and
yeah, two flashes.
empty pockets. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Olaf for this game.
Yeah, we'll give it to the Viking.
I'm gonna cast my eyes over the damage chart quickly. Who? I think rightfully so. Darius dealing the most damage. He was trading a lot with Volibear top. Volibear's a high health champion, so those trades matter. And then in the late game, taking on 3 champions by himself. Picking up the highest damage out that game of 17,000, followed by Melvaha with 14. Looking at blue side.
Hey, Vince, come on, join us in the lobby. Get this. Yeah, but we don't need that.
Apparently I cannot.
Yeah, we'll give him a re-invite because everyone filled out before he could get here. Hold on, I need to address this little tidbit of the rules. You're supposed to have 24 hours of notification, which is why we're discussing this. We might just take a 5-minute research period. Because you're not allowed to. Wait, what does that even mean? Okay. This is quite the swap.
I'm not sure I like this switcheroo. Yeah, Ryll just has to leave the game.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and roll this out. Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Please. Please.
He's Master.
Can we please get this over with so I can go back to sleep? Apparently not. I guess we're all mimes in this game lobby chat. No one believes in speaking. Alright, splendid. Alright, so for those watching, Salt decided to have a little bit of a roster swap. They sent their support mid, their mid top, and their top to support. I mean, all a little bit of a shuffle here. We'll see how this pans out. Now it'll be a plat against the diamond mid laner rather than a gold.
But it will be a gold against the plat in the top lane.
Yeah, but they'll have their plat in the bot lane now to kind of like help exacerbate. And well, no, they already had a plat in the bot lane. I don't know. Anyway, it's slightly better for their mid lane, but worse for their top, as you said. They're gonna ban Tristana and Zilean on the side of N.I.C.E. Zilean again coming out against. Actually, I guess officertroll plays Zilean mid as well as support. I guess they're just banning it to be safe.
Vi once again banned away from Hulksmashem, and Alistair being taken away from MasterOAttack.
Yeah, Jin is a very signature ban against Myyt. So that's not really a surprise. Everyone bans that away from him at all times.
So what changes do you want to see this game for picks?
Not Udyr.
That's fair.
Yeah, mostly just not Udyr. I didn't have a huge problem with the comp, other than like Udyr. And Volibear was odd, but Volibear like got kills, so like there's golden come. I'm not gonna be like bitter towards that. They do ban the Olaf this time, though. So they're respecting Hulksmashems for some odd reason. I don't know. I personally don't respect him at all.
So Victor being picked up for McAverage. I like Victor. Yeah. Victor is a fantastic champion.
He's ridiculous. Late game damage is awful to play against. Okay. When I said not Udyr,
I did not mean Nunu.
Yeah, I mean this is potentially fine. Just he needs to actually counter jungle this time.
So we do have a Veigar coming out for officertroll, perhaps? Yep, that's the Veigar locked in. I like the Veigar pickup against the Victor because Veigar gets to sit back and farm and not engage with the bursty Victor champion. You can zone him, and late game they can explode him. So, if all goes well mid lane, it should be a good game. Hulksmashems once again hovering that Scorpion. Skarner is a fantastic champion for team fights. He kind of just doesn't care about your damage, runs in there, grabs someone, and they die. And Nami once again being hovered for Ryll. Let's see if they locked that in. Oh, they're going to take the Ashe instead. So Myyt going back into Ashe just like last game. The Christ for the World picking up the Misfortune. Is this the spicy Misfortune support?
I hope so. Gosh, I hope so.
It's such a beautiful thing to watch. And Karma coming up. So it looks like a Karma support Misfortune 80 carry.
So Myyt does like to play Misfortune himself, so he does know what he's going in against. Hopefully they'll play it a little bit more aggressively. I'd like to see them capitalize on the knowledge, and we'll kind of see whether MasterOAttack changes how bot lane goes. Maybe they'll be more aggressive on the side of Salt and get a little bit more gold income going. No! Wait, that's Leona? Okay. Okay.
Whoa, is that a
So it's
Veigar
Veigar top.
Veigar
Okay.
top against Trundle. Interesting.
Are we...
Are we
These
in
are
season...
unimaginable spice levels.
I don't know what season Veigar was good.
Where
at,
are
but
we?
We're there.
Are we in North America?
I think we were
I'll
transplanted.
believe. You know what? I believe in Veigar top.
There we go. So, this game, we thought last game was spicy. Get ready for the new levels of spice, like you said. You know what? Salt is a spice. So, there you go.
Technically, yes.
Salt is a spice. Okay, so on the blue side, you have a Trundle, Skarner, Victor, Ashe, and Nami facing off against a Veigar top, Nunu, Jungle, Karma, Misfortune, and finally a Leona. Those are very interesting team comps.
Karma is going to be running cleanse here as well, I guess, to deal with the Skarner and the Ashe engage.
So I think that summon spell kind of tells me that their hopes and dreams rest in the mid lane.
I suppose. I think I put more stock in Veigar. I think, like, given the elo differential between these two teams, their best bet on the side of Salt is to just, like, not die at all and just let Veigar scale.
I mean,
Just turtle up.
That is usually the best bet for any team.
Yeah, well,
not,
I mean,
not
the
concede.
turtling in particular, sir. But they need to just play very, very safe and try not to give N.I.C.E any extra gold. N.I.C.E is probably going to outfarm them again. But they just need to play safe and hope that Veigar just becomes a god.
just gets that delete button. So any potential invades you want to see here?
I want Nunu to never stop invading. I want him to live in Skarner's jungle and just take everything, because that's what Nunu has to do. Although I kind of feel like Nunu as a champion has been made a little bit obsolete by Avern. Like, I feel like Avern just does what Nunu does, but better. I mean...
True. That is true.
Poor Nunu. He gets to be relevant for like 1 week a year.
Skarner, of course, being very strong inside the jungle. Very tough to counter jungle led champion. If you want to see an invade from the blue team, though, they do have the tools to make it work. They've got slows, they've got stuns, they've got disrupts.
Regarding the invade, we'd have to wonder if Nami would start her E with the title blessing, the slowed auto attacks, or her Q to bubble people. Like, I haven't seen Ryll play a ton of Nami, so I don't know how he is with hitting bubbles. And most of the bubbles he used last game were stacking CC, so he wasn't really hitting moving targets. But this MF Leona lane is a very aggressive lane to play Nami into, and it might sound counterintuitive, but Ryll actually needs to go very aggressive at level 1 with a W, so invading might kind of mess that up for him, because he wants to be able to poke Leona down very early, so that if she does engage, they're just going to kill her. And I wish that Leona would have brought Ignite with her for that reason. Whenever I'm like playing a bot lane with a Leona, I always just tell my friends to take Ignite, because if we're going to be engaging on them, I want to get those early kills and just get a huge gold lead. But yeah, without the Ignite, I think if Ryll can just poke them down really early, then it'll go in their favor. But if he chooses to play passive, then they're gonna have a problem. We're just gonna see another farm lane out of bot. It's worth noting though, regarding MeltedZeus' ganks last game, that Salt was pushed into N.I.C.E's bot lane turret pretty much the entire game, so MeltedZeus couldn't gank bot lane. But Olaf still chose to spend most of his time up top and mid, showing where they prioritize their ganks.
I think they trust the bot lane is gonna just farm it out and put their eggs on the top side of the map, like you said.
There's nothing super exciting with Keystones.
No.
I do always love to watch a Skarner. They're not something you get to see a ton.
That is true. Skarner is one of my favorite little champions. You have a pause coming out here.
As we have a pause, as is tradition.
As is tradition.
Technical issues for Myyt, you filthy plebeian.
I think he forgot to put on his CSing scripts. As we saw last game, he got CS'd. Out CS'd in the bot lane. He needs to fix that.
Wait, remake? Oh, thank God. I was gonna cry.
You can't cry on stream.
You can always cry on stream.
The best time to cry. So we do have a blue team grouping up nicely here, coming off the mid lane, breaking off to just get some vision out.
I don't like this setup from Salt. It feels very solo queue. Everyone just kind of went and did their own thing. If you're not gonna invade, you want to like set your players up, kind of spread it. Like once again, they're all sitting in the same spot. Like they don't have a vision line set up. You should have like one person at each entry into your jungle. That way you can at least like know whether or not they're coming in. But they just keep clustering up. They're not getting spread vision. They have absolutely no idea that N.I.C.E is in their jungle right now.
They are gonna get some information from that.
They might catch this Nunu? Oh, Nunu does not have an escape here, and Victor should be able to rotate back around.
Nunu's just gonna walk out.
He is just gonna be able to walk out.
That the Trundle did not start with this pillar.
Oh. Well, they're not gonna stick around to actually take the camp, so there's at least that break, and Nunu's just gonna start Krugs instead.
Starting with the blue for Hulksmashem. Do you think we're gonna see another early gank level 1?
I don't think so. I think that only happened because he started with the invaded buff, and he wanted to make something happen and like get the cheese in. We are seeing the Nami go a little bit W aggressive here in bot lane, which is nice.
This is what you said. Maybe they are ghosting the stream.
Must be.
Must be, right?
It's our wisdom and guidance. Skarner did roll up to Nunu's red to kind of check on that, but he decided to walk away. It was a little bit too late. McAverage is going to show a little bit of dominance against officertroll in mid. I'm so interested in this Veigar top.
Me too. Me too.
I think we are seeing Leona go in on Myyt here in bot lane. The Nami bubble does land. She puts out the W to heal the Ashe up a little bit. The trades are coming down onto Leona, and I don't know about that flash auto. That was a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
It was the heat of the moment. Yeah, even if the heal hadn't come out, I don't think that auto attack was quite enough to finish Leona.
There's a little bit of miscommunication there. Either the heal or the flash would have been sufficient to get the Leona out of there.
The thing about that trade, like Nami can heal Ashe up, and Leona has pots for herself, but MF's kind of left in the dust. Ryll does hit a nice bubble here, but Leona's going to counter engage with the Zenith Blade onto Ashe. MF's not quite able to keep up with the fight. Never mind.
Oh, never mind the flash auto Q.
Wow, a successful flash auto. I wish I knew what that had looked like before.
Yeah, me too. Myyt once again is letting us down in the bot lane.
No, I don't. It must suck to be playing this early. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's a very good play on behalf of MF and Leona, though.
It was indeed. So once again, the farm differentials coming up with top and mid getting the early leads, but bot again having a lead on this red team side. Very slightly, you want to see if those open up into anything meaningful.
I want to see it. Like I want Salt to do well. I want them to get an early lead. That way they can like push things a little bit harder rather than having to be on their heels this entire game.
So we are seeing a fight between Vigar and the Troll King. Just trading with some damage.
One thing to be noted. Nami left lane to go ward the enemy jungle, but just as kind of like a note for anyone watching the replay, you don't want to go place those deep wards unless you know where the jungler is, because he went by himself, and they could have easily collapsed on him had the jungler like been willing to go for a fight, and like if the communication was fast, it can go south very quickly. So you always want to know where the jungler is roughly when you go do that. Don't just go do it whenever you feel like it. Support pointers with Marco.
Support pointers with Marco. There we go.
Nothing exciting happening yet, which is pretty much what we expect out of Nunu. And he's just staying in his jungle again. I'm not sure if it is still his first back, so I don't expect a ton out of him. But it's not like Nunu is super duper like vulnerable in the jungle. I think he could rotate over and like steal raptors or steal something, but I want to see him go thief mode and just start taking things.
Indeed.
Alright, let's
So
look
I
at
was saying
this.
red team just have a freeze here in the bot lane, just last hitting the minions.
Yeah, they're deciding not to push this game. Oh,
Whoa,
Leona does Zenith lead onto
okay.
Ashe. Nami drops the bubble onto Leona, so Leona's gonna be held still.
There was a
And-
heal from Ashe.
So there was. Yeah, that's a fair call, because Leona MF is pretty bursty. The Nami's probably just gonna go ahead and heal up the Ashe here. It'll be a little bit slow, but they'll get it done. Is Leona? Okay. I want to see Leona hit. Oh no,
Ryll
Leona's
maybe
really
getting
did
caught
onto
out here.
Nami, and Nami's gonna get.
Oh.
No. Oh, he panic bubbles a little bit too close, but he does end up being able to walk away. We are gonna see the Victor
The
TP
Victor
down.
come out.
They're
Take out
gonna.
the triple. Double kill over to Myyt.
Oh gosh, well that does even out the gold difference between them now. So MF had a little bit of a CS lead and that kill on her, but now they'll be pretty even out. Let me see here. Let's check the exact numbers, Cotton. Let's do a quick numbers crunch. Yep, Ashe has like 30 gold over MF now. Weeb King's going aggressive onto Veigar here in this top lane, but he can't really like do anything fatal to Veigar.
But here I want to see Weeb King pick up early boots, just so he can stick to that Veigar.
Yeah, I think early Merc treads wouldn't be a bad idea at all. And then, given how much AP Salt has, a Maul probably wouldn't be terrible to pick up either. Skarner's gonna come in here and gank.
The flash comes out, and a pause during a gank.
Another pause, as is tradition.
During a gank. So, okay, so... oh my word. So, Trundle doesn't have the mana here to pillar, I don't think. I'm not really familiar with Trundle's...
Okay. I need to examine the LCS rules regarding pausing, like what we can and can't pause for. This is silly. I don't know. I can't type to them anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, they are not.
I mean, like
technical difficulties.
Our rules can be a little bit different because we're not, like pros gathered together in an area. But like, the general guideline is just that everyone gets 15 minutes of pause time. Just a question of whether or not we should discriminate on what they can and can't pause for. Although I suppose they would just lie about it anyway, so maybe this conversation is silly. I wish he would lie about it though. I would have preferred. Yeah, like just
Yes.
tell me you're on fire. Tell something. Make it more exciting than a phone call.
The Vygar's gonna get out of that. I don't really think they had the follow-up damage there. Or a CC to catch him anyway. Well, Victor's coming
McAverage
up.
roaming up here he's gonna terrorize the Nunu a little bit. But he's in a he's in a kind of dangerous spot, sort of. Each team has 3 up here, but I think.
Oh, Victor does not have a lot of mana.
We do see Ashe and Nami engage on the MF and bot lane, and Leona's gonna Zenith Blade in onto Ryll. Rill's not quite down. Skarner goes down in top lane though, and it looks like they're gonna get Victor as well. Oh, that's double AP stacks for Veigar. That's ooh.
Vygar pulling out the double kill.
That was a McBoosted gank.
That does blow the flash of the Nunu.
Well,
Wow, the
heavy MF damage on Myyt. Yeah, Nami did get out of that engage in bot lane by the skin of her teeth. So she is just gonna steadily heal herself back up.
Oh, damage coming back. Just a little trade though.
Please, Nunu, go into the enemy jungle. At least drop some wards.
This one.
Feel something. Go take it. Your character was born for this. Okay, so let's look at the CS differential. The Weeb King is really out farming Veigar, which kinda surprises me, I guess. Maybe it shouldn't, but generally with range characters you expect them to.
I think the lane is too long for Vygar to reliably be able to put down the farming. Because he doesn't want to be in the position he's in right now, where he's got a long lane to walk back to his turret to, and Trundle has a lot of sticking power.
This is another very farmy game that we're seeing. This one isn't quite as like N.I.C.E tried to be aggressive in the last one, but it just didn't really result in anything for a little while. But like this game just seems to be a little bit more on the farmy side. Who do you think benefits more from this? What's going on here?
Well, Vygar definitely benefits from farming.
We do see a gank in mid lane though.
So
the Ashe arrow is coming in, but I think Karma's far enough back.
Oh, and the Trundle takes down the Vygar on top. Just brute forces through all of the Vygar damage and kills him.
He is getting that early Spectre's Cowl, so that's going to let him survive Veigar quite a bit. And I think a lot of N.I.C.E's ability to kill that Veigar later on is going to come out of Trundle and Skarner. They'll be the only ones that can really survive him.
So Nunu coming in to try and trade some damage.
Admittedly, he is tanking it a little bit better than I thought he would. I expected a little bit more damage. So good for him. N.I.C.E again does have like some good wards going on defensively. Trundle's just gonna go ahead and clear out Vygar's pink.
And the 4 people from mid, bottom, and jungle are gonna go down onto this dragon. And they're taking it pretty easily. They know the jungle's top side. That's first Ocean Drake going over to the side of N.I.C.E.
That Ocean Drake's going to be really, really good for N.I.C.E just because most of these engages that keep happening to them in bot lane aren't hard engages that are going to stick.
Ooh.
They go in with the Leona.
Ashe and Leona.
Nami is going to rotate up to try to help with this fight in the jungle, but it's going to be a little bit too late for Skarner. Victor does claim the Nunu, but they're going to miss out on the Ashe arrow to Karma, so they don't get that engage, and they're not going to get the follow-up kill. So it's just gonna be another kill for each side. Both of the junglers go down. Nobody's taking any camps, and the buffs will get to rest for a bit.
Yeah, looking back at this farm differential, we're looking at a 40 CS lead in the top lane. That is quite the CS lead on the side of N.I.C.E. Even though the Viger does have the kill up on the Trundle.
I'm wondering how long we're gonna have to wait for Vhagar to start blowing people up. He's building a Morellonomicon, so like he'll have the cooldown and he'll be able to farm and stack a little faster. So that'll be good for him. He is being heavily zoned in this top lane though. He's not even able to get within Q range. He's very much needing to ask Trundle for permission to CS.
Indeed he is, indeed he is. He just has to wait for the wave to crash to his turret.
Karner's just strolling into the jungle to claim his point, and I wonder if he's gonna... Oh, he's not gonna try to clear that pink ward, he's just gonna head top. They do know he's coming though, so they should be able to react to this.
I'm probably gonna look... Nunu is coming up.
Nami Bubble's gonna come out and miss, it is gonna claim some minions. We should see a skirmish here between Skarner and Nunu. They're kind of smacking each other around. Nunu should back... Oh, never mind. Officertroll's here on the Karma, so he's gonna be able to put a little extra damage in.
So
Weeb King might go down
TPing
here, but
in.
Myyt's TPing up.
Oh, okay.
So Weeb King's gonna go down, Victor's
yeah.
still here. Nunu should go down, depending on how they apply focus. Victor's gonna shift his focus onto Vhagar, and they're gonna be able to pop Karma. Victor's gonna go down, and Skarner may get caught here? I'm not sure. He should be able to walk away. Yeah, he'll be fine. Alright, so we see a 2-for-1 trade going down in favor of Salt. This game's definitely going much better for them as a team. So this roster swap has benefited them immensely.
So Victor did blow both summoners in that gank. And on the side of NaCL, it was just the flash on the Viger.
Yeah, Victor blows quite a lot. Those summoner spells aren't the only thing.
Oh boy.
Fake laughter, hiding real pain. Okay, so Salt has an extra kill on their side of the map, but there's only a 300 gold difference, which again speaks to like this farming that's going on. Up in top lane is a huge CS. Oh, speaking of top lane, Trundle's going to be going in on Vhagar here and just getting some damage. It looks like Weeb King wants to start proxy farming. Is this real? This is okay. So it looks like Weeb King has about like a 60 CS lead at this moment. Myyt also has a huge... Oh gosh, yeah, he's going balls deep. And it looks like he's actually going to get away with it too. Yeah, Weeb King just doesn't care anymore. Vhagar is just dead. I swear to God, Daniel, no... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to have a chat with Daniel about the BM afterwards.
So, the thing I don't like about this Vigar play is he's putting his baby cage around the champion instead of trying to stun the champion straight off, which would go a lot better for him.
Okay. Sorry, I had to message the Weeb King. Vhagar TP is coming in up top.
Well, the slow's gonna go over to a minion though, from the new.
Yeah. Well, I guess he just figured they weren't gonna hit the Weeb King anyway, so I might as well just use it for kicks.
Just get some farm.
I mean, he kinda... I will say that, like, Nunu does have a 31 farm lead over the Skarner. Asholt's gonna come out and shoot straight down the middle, so we're not gonna see an engage here. Them pinging the question mark status. Yeah, we are gonna see the Asher miss. But anyway, like, Nunu has a really good CS lead on Skarner, so like that is something he's doing well. Skarner's been attempting to gank out. Leona ult's gonna come down in bot lane. Zenith Blade is gonna connect, but Ashe flashes. He gets under turret to safety, and they're gonna be looking to re-engage here onto Leona. Nami Bubble's gonna come down and get Leona, but it's not gonna be quite enough. Nunu's here to sort of zone them off of it. Skarner is here to flank though, and he does have ult, so we can look for something a little bit tricky here in bot lane. Come on in, do it. Do it, don't be a nerd. Oh, they're gonna... Oh, that's lame. We probably will see a dragon fight here soon though. It looks like they're rotating for something. No, they're just gonna recall.
Well, Nunu, instead of backing up, when he knows that the entire team is there.
Did Nunu start that dragon, or did N.I.C.E?
No, Victor started the dragon, but I think Nunu decided that if the dragon's gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, well that's gonna be another Ocean Drake coming down for N.I.C.E. What do they have so far? What? Gosh, I wish they would show. It's just 2 oceans, right?
Yes, 2 Ocean Drakes. So the goal is actually tied right now, 27.8 to 27.8.
Ooh, but N.I.C.E. did get to 0.9 first, so there is a gold lead there.
And
that is just crucial, ladies and gentlemen. That is what League of Legends is about. Get that gold lead. Definitely get that gold lead.
About taking whatever advantage you can.
The proxy farming Trundle is just amazing. And now that he has these Mercury treads, he really just doesn't care about the Veigar stun. It's just like a momentary lapse in the
I think
slaughter.
Unfortunately there's
they are roaming top for a fight here, so Victor's gonna catch Karma, but like Leona's just gonna go in on the Weeb King. Victor's raining damage down. Skarner tried to flash in and hit the Veigar stun, but Trundle does get to smack down the Karma. Skarner's gonna drag Leona back, and they're just gonna burst her down. She's gone. Good night.
I don't think Veigar wants to be standing anywhere near where he's standing right now. And rightfully so, he's gonna back up to his tier 2 turret.
This is... Nunu at least knows that they're staying up by that turret, so he is free to clear this buff, and like that's smart of him to grab while he can. But he didn't counter jungle, and like I said, the CS lead is still good, and that's okay. But it's not like Nunu's gonna scale into anything significant, especially when he rushed to lock it. He needed to not only be getting himself ahead, but setting Skarner behind, as opposed to just having it be a fair race. Trundle is going in on Leona and Veigar in the top lane, but it looks like he is going to try to opt out of it.
Oh, but he does steal the jungle camp.
Yeah, this should be clean. Yeah, Leona doesn't quite have ult back up.
I don't think that anyone except for Misfortune is actually going to be able to lay down enough damage to kill Trundle at this point in the game.
Salt does do a 3-man rotate into mid to try to go for this tower, and it looks like they are going to put it down. Nunu's going to pull out the ult. It's not going to have a ton of damage on it. MF's ult goes out and McAverage gets bursted, but he does get the Ashe heal. He might be able to kite this back. Yeah, MF goes down, Skarner goes down, and Nunu goes down. This was actually kind of a bloodbath for the turret. It's a 2 for 2 so far, and we'll see if anyone can turn it around for more objectives, but it should. Never mind, it's not going to end here. Okay, Veigar steps up a little bit far, and they end up trading Ashe for Veigar. Can you guys stop trading? Like, just...
League of Trades, man. League of Trades.
Pick one of you. Weeb King is pretty much free to do, and he's gonna go for Officer Troll as well. Now, did Troll have the mantra up? No, not quite, because he had used it. I was gonna say, if he could have done that mantra link, he could have gotten a little bit of health and maybe survived the dive.
This gonna go back to his kingdom up top.
This is just a much more solid performance out of Salt. I wish MeltedZeus would like play a more meta-relevant jungler. At least someone that could do something more for his team in team fights. His counter jungling is all well and good, but it's just not the same as having someone else contributing to your fights with hard CC or with just raw damage.
And he didn't really do any counter jungling, so
yeah, there's
not really
that.
sure about this jungle.
Weeb King is now just ignoring Veigar in the top lane, just smacking on the tower. Nunu is coming down river, Veigar and Skarner are rotating down. This looks like it's going to be a 4-man gank onto bot, and maybe be a push for that turret. Leona comes down onto Ashe. Oh, this is so unfortunate. You don't know what's there, friends. You don't know. Oh! Timely Ashe ult. Well done, Myyt. Good job. The Ashe ult cuts off the Misfortune ult, so she doesn't quite get that damage out. That was really well done. They just collapsed onto both MF and Leona.
So Veigar is TPing down to try and save this turret. But I think
I don't know if that was
not
the best idea.
Oh.
Yeah, probably just let them go down.
Ooh, he does take a lot of
gonna
damage
get out,
to Skarner, but he gets out.
Victor's just melting people. Meanwhile, the Weeb King's diving Karma in top lane, and her snare. Oh no! Don't run that way. Run, friend. He's gonna kill you as soon as Pillar's back up. Oh my god! No! Come on, Daniel. Die! Die! Kill him! Yeah! Yes! Good job.
Finally bites off more
Good
than
job,
he can
Karma. Way to get it. The Weeb King's arrogance showing through a little bit there. He got a little bit too cocky. What dragon do we have coming up here? That is a mountain dragon. Or sorry, a mountain drake.
No, it is actually a dragon. See, drakes have 2 legs and wings. Dragons
No,
have
those
4
are
legs.
wyverns. Wyverns have the wings.
Oh, right.
Yeah, don't you talk to me about dragons, sir.
But they're magic, so they have to be dragons.
Drakes are just small dragons.
Drakes
I
are
think.
non-magical dragons. Anyway. Oh, nice stun.
Ooh, we are seeing the Nami ult come out to engage this fight. Skarner's gonna go in. He does have ult up. He's gonna pop it on Veigar, who is the primary threat in this team. Definitely a solid call.
So they trade off the kill onto the Skarner.
Skarner does go down. That was a huge ulted Karma Q. It hits 3 of them. Gets a lot of damage out.
Oh, but
Ashe flashes in to maybe... Yeah, Ashe is able to get the flash kill onto Karma. I'm not sure what Nunu hoped to gain with that flash.
I'm not sure.
He should have flashed over Dragon Wall rather than back into that bush. Then they probably would have just let him go. But either way, N.I.C.E is going to take this 4-man rotation, just go into tower. That was a huge team fight for them. They traded 4 for 1. And now they're going to be able to get at least these next 2 towers. Possibly like go back for a Baron rotation or go for...
They're just diving.
Yeah, this just got way out of hand. Ooh, McAverage did go... Yeah, Victor was way out of position though, and Veigar showed him that. It's like, hey buddy, what you doing? This here's my neighborhood.
I like your Veigar impression.
I think Veigar is a nice guy under all the maniacal giggling and nuking.
Yep. So, N.I.C.E just rotating out, picking up a couple of jungle camps on their way through. And they're gonna go... The bot lane duo is going top to sort of just push that out. And...
It looks like we will get a team fight here. I want this Veigar to get huge. I need him to get huge and just start dropping bodies.
So, that fight would have gone a lot differently if Misfortune had been there to lay down that ult, because they were locked up for a long time in one position. Fortunately, Misfortune was not there to capitalize on them.
Yeah, with with that team comp, they kind of need her there, especially when she is 2 of the kills.
So Vigor's sitting at 420 stacks.
Hey, blaze it. Okay.
Actually 419, but 420 stacks.
Oh, come on. You can't proc the... Oh my gosh.
I just have to get you. I have to get you.
Huge dick move, Vince.
I know.
Look, I was all ready to blaze. Come
wait.
on, collapse on each other.
He's at 420 stacks. He is at 420
Weeb King and Nunu up in the top lane. It looks like... Oh, no, don't run that way. There you go, that's better. There you go. Huge team fight coming down here. The Victor ult is out and melting people. The Nami ult comes down. She KS's a double. Come on, KS the triple. Get the triple. Make me proud. Steal everything.
Supports unite.
All right,
So
that was a clean 3 kills for N.I.C.E, and they should be able to turn this into probably an inhib somewhere, if not 2, because they are letting Trundle solo push in the bot lane.
Which is good. Trading the cross, well, not even trading, they're getting the cross map objectives with the super strong Trundle, level 17. He is years above everyone on the red side.
Nami ult, not Nami ult. The bubble does come down and lock Nunu in place. Leona's gonna counter engage with the Zenith Blade onto Skarner, but like there's just no follow up. Although N.I.C.E did stay a little bit longer than they should have, so Salt did have time to collapse after all. Ashe does get this first tier 1 turret.
Not sure what Leona's doing here.
She's dying. Nami ult comes down and whiffs, but it doesn't matter, they're gonna kill Karma anyway, and this should probably be the final push here if they can lock down the Veigar kill.
Which they're going to right now.
Oh my gosh, absolutely deleted. I think they're getting a little bit too desperate, like Veigar really wanted to roll up and ult the Skarner, I guess, because like for the execution, but this should be GG. Yep, Nami bubble comes out, sends up the Nunu. MF does have a really good ult though, like she pulls out that double, that was really sick, good for her. But like Trundle just doesn't care, like Trundle's just too big.
Well,
he does care about that turret though, so there's that. Alright, what are the death timers? Oh, they can't quite end here, so there is going to be one more fight.
They do not have the damage to end.
Perhaps if Trundle hadn't sat there,
That's
soaking up
true.
tower damage.
If Trundle had not been boosted, then they could have definitely been able to take the swords.
That MF ult was really good under the towers though. I think she caught 4 people for like the entirety of the damage. So
she didn't quite catch Trundle for the entire thing, or Victor for the entire thing. I think if they had sat in it for the entire thing, then she would have had a quadra kill there.
that would have been nice to see. I would like to see N.I.C.E punished.
Nice. I think that comes later on in the tournament, round 6, I believe. I mean, they got pretty punished round 1.
It looks like N.I.C.E probably wants to just go pick up this Baron and then push it into end and have.
They do.
A mob
Interestingly
of
enough, Myyt has been out-CS'd again. By 30 this
Poor
time.
Myyt. Myyt, you know we still love you. we harass you because we love you. It's just
we want you to get better.
It's the abuse. I don't want you to get better because I have to play against you in houses. So just stay
double
exactly
TP
where
coming
you are.
in. Trundle going to lay the groundwork for the Victor, who's going to get it instantly stunned. Well, but I don't think it matters because Victor doesn't care. He just does damage and people die.
Yeah, all the ults are coming out here, and it's just a huge burst of damage. This is going to be game over. Well played by both teams. Definitely a better showing out of Salt the second time around. Who would you give MVP to for game 2?
it's a tight race, 2-horse race, I think, for me. You've got the Weeb King with the constant pressure and the constant split push, and just being a monster that draws a lot of attention from the enemy team and draws it away from the other team, the other lanes. Sorry. But you've got Ryll on this Nami. He's picking up 5 kills. He's only dying once. He's got 21 assists. He was landing bubbles. He was actually playing really well.
Yeah, props to Ryll for the dank KDA. He did well with his bubbles.
I actually think I'm going to give it to Ryll because he was supporting well. He was landing bubbles when he needed to save Ash's life and sort of get them out of those engages, and he lasted them through this hyper-aggressive bot lane, especially early game. Even though I think they conceded a double kill early.
No, they got the double kill. It was
oh, they got.
It was when Victor came down to gank, I believe.
Yeah,
they got that double.
They got a double kill early on the Victor run. But I'm gonna give it to Ryll just for the supporting and just being aware of what needed to be done when they were getting engaged on.
Yep, I can agree with that. Like Victor put out some really awesome damage, but there's definitely like praise to be given for all that peel. Alright, well, good games everyone. Jack Frost and... Alright, good talk, Vince. Jack Frost and Furious Purpose. We're gonna go ahead and sign out.
Thank you very much for watching and being awake with us. And if you're watching the repeat, then, well, you should have woken up and suffered with us. Have a good morning.
Later, nerds.
Hi everybody, it's the Purple Sharpie. Thanks so much for watching these replays. This has been LOLRVA's Tryhard Tourney. You can check out more information at challenge.com/LOLRVA5S. Once again, that's challenge.com/LOLRVA5S. You can also check out the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/LOLRVAL. Once again, that's one more time, facebook.com/group/LORVAL. I'd like to thank both of our Shoutcasters today, Jack Frost and Furious Purpose, as well as Bear Food Bro for actually streaming the event. This is just the recording. As always, I'd love it if you like, followed, and subscribed to me. You can definitely subscribe to my YouTube, which this location is also going to be on, but you can also check me out at twitch.com/DAPURPLSHARP. ARPIE. Yeah! The Purple Sharpie! Yeah, check me out. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll have some more. And this has been LOLRVA Tryhard Tourney.